So I suppose technically it makes one of our people.
Really?
So she's an Aesir.
I suppose it's up to Tippi.
Flower
I mean,
faith?
if any Aesir are born in the village, they are Aesir, are they not?
Yep, I mean it's wasn't it Sierra flower in the village proper.
I mean, right? It's in our territory. She's an Aesir, so we have to get her loyalty to the king.
So, how does a flower go about? Well,
Is there like a club of flowers and they all hang out and pass drinks around to each other, and then something happens?
No. What? Really?
What?
Well, how does a flower make a fairy?
Oh God, let me explain.
I don't know.
You cut a flower in half, and you have two. There. That's probably how she was born.
I think these have something to do with it.
It's
I mean-
always the damn bees.
So more than likely, given what I know of these lands and the fae folk inside of them, it's probably just a magical spirit of nature that selects any random flower.
Nah, probably involved a lot of banging.
Hmm.
But
I sum it up as magic is bullshit, and there you go.
I heard a lot of knocking before I was born.
See,
And
Yeah,
something
she-
about thighs.
Something about what?
Thighs.
Fries? I'm guessing potatoes and hot grease.
what? Now
What
I'm
do
confused.
potatoes have to do with thighs?
Oh, thighs. No, yeah, I
Oh,
think she heard one
thighs.
of the king's stories about thighs.
Probably. Yeah.
Thighs? Like,
Yeah, she
Uh,
she can hear things from times when she was still a flower, and she tales of thick thighs, which honestly checks out for our village.
all this talk about thighs and potatoes made me hungry. When's the dinner?
Yeah,
Oh
let's
my-
not stand out here under like these stars. We can move to the long hall. It's so warm in there, and I can top myself off.
What are you topping off?
My tankard.
Oh, I thought you
Is
were
that what you're
taking
calling it
top
now?
off.
I mean, I probably will take my top off. I'm covered in blood and sweat, and I'm fucking hot.
What happened? We're in battle.
Bunny!
Technically, no, I was not in a life or death battle.
I was.
I just was.
Oh, do tell.
Oh,
After your harvesting.
Oh,
Aw,
no,
so
the
cute.
bunny is covered in drool.
What?
I
Who
don't
drooled
drool.
over the damn bunny?
No, you didn't drool. I was saying I haven't had a chance to wash it. We had, Zivy visited today, and, well, she took a nap with the bunny and kind of drooled all over it.
Oh, I thought it was Floof that did that. I didn't realize that it was a visitor.
Yuck.
So let me
Sorry.
get this straight. Someone visited our long hall and drooled all over our bunny. I mean,
Um,
Well, you're
Sounds like
you're
an
pretty
apple
sharp.
boss.
You know that? You're quick to it. I tell you. Do you need us to slow that down for you and maybe spell it out letter by letter?
that's, oh my gosh.
I'm confused.
Didn't you say you were modest? That does not seem very modest, Axel.
I am
Look,
a
the
seer
eyes-
modest.
It's
I'm a
it's,
seer
if,
modest.
if you would like, I'm sure he can put an apron on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could stand to look at that cast iron pan again.
I think what we're seeing here is double standards. Look at this little one. She's better dressed, and you haven't said a word.
Well, she is quite.
I mean, the young Aesir we don't question. It's the adult Aesir we question.
I'm fully grown.
Yeah.
And she is a fairy. She should be allowed to dress however she wants. I mean, look at her. She's a fairy.
That's for the king to decide.
I was just saying it because you're a gardener. You can be trusted.
Wait, I can't be trusted because I'm a gardener.
Yeah. Your
No, she's a
allegiance is
warrior.
uncompromised.
Or a farmer. Or a miner. Or a crafter. Hey, what are you today?
No, she's
You
a
were
dwarf.
telling me this morning and I've lost track.
I've never been a miner.
We did just go mining though.
I don't. That doesn't make me a miner. I'm helping gather resources. I have been helping at the farm. Dillien started calling me a gardener, so
Well, you were working
Well,
on a
I
garden.
mean-
You taught me about gardening. You seem to collect a lot of plant fiber. It's pretty good.
Well, I mean, if you want to get back at him, just call him French, and then you'll be, it'll be over with.
What?
French?
You lost me on this one.
Totally lost.
I don't even know what it means.
But no, I just, well, I happen to know how to garden, and I happen to know how to do carpentry things. So, how have you lost track of that?
Oh yeah, she's good at nailing. I remember that part.
No. Why do you have to say stuff
What do you mean,
like
how
that?
have I lost track of it? It's been hours since that conversation.
And you nailed me in the
There are lots
morning
of things to do, like
times.
patrol the village, and, make sure that Floof gets fed, and make sure that Bjorn's not snogging at the gate with Lorelei.
Right, I remember the conversation. Why, what are we talking about again?
Exactly. See? It's only been 2 seconds. You've already forgotten. How am I supposed to remember hours ago when you told me what you did?
Well, what do you do? I don't know what you do.
I just told you. Can someone... Axel, what did I just say?
You patrol around the village. You
See?
keep
There.
Bjorn off Lorelei. Make sure that Floof isn't slobbered on.
No, Floof
Well-
is on the mantle. I think Floof is safe. It's the bunny. Now I need to add slobber-proof protection to the bunny now.
Oh, I got 2 out of 3.
Is this for dinner?
No, Dillien, put the bunny down.
That's the emotional support rabbit that was put there by King Eggle.
Oh,
Dillien.
oh fuck. Oh yeah. I was just betting it. A good bunny.
Yep.
Dillien, if
Oh,
you're
my.
hungry, there's food here in this box. You can get up and get yourself some food.
There you go, little one. I would never eat you. You are the regal bunny. I shall protect you with all my might.
Mm-hmm.
Why are
What's
you
that book there?
taking notes?
Oh, is that the Durkett and Sex Manual?
No.
What?
Holstein has said that I'm to, in my duties as patrolling guard, make notes where applicable, and that's what this is for.
Yeah.
It's like a list of discrepancies to keep track of, and like when something's broken or some idiot decides to grab the king's bunny by the ears and, mishandles it.
Yep. Am I in that book at all?
I mean, maybe?
Whoa. You just call me an
Say
idiot.
one way or the other.
Listen, pal. I didn't know about the bunny, okay? I thought it was just a fucking dinner. No one ever told me it was a real bunny. If you have a problem with me, screw you with it on the sparring field, bitch.
I think that was a bit. All of that was a bit much.
Yeah, I agree. What a jerk. Shouldn't have called me an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I would threaten to kick both of your asses, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're in the presence of command. Well, you're lucky this time.
Right.
I mean, if you guys are having a personal dispute, take it out to the sands. Don't kill your
Not at
opponents
all.
and
No,
leave the.
no, not at all.
Oh.
I'm in the company of friends. There's no reason to go out to the sands, and I'm just making notes of my observations around the village as I do my duty.
Well, you could also go to Gustav. Didn't he call himself a therapist? Well, you could get friendship therapy.
He's a fucking scam artist. That's what he is. He's no therapist. He's an asshole. That's what he is. But I seem to be the only one who's aware of it.
He's kind of funny.
Well, let's see if you're laughing when you're set on fire, along with everything you own.
Well, I have asked him politely not to, and thus far I've not been caught on fire by Gustav, so...
Well, I'm pretty sure that all the people who died, who he killed, who he set on fire, also politely asked not to be set on fire. Yet, somehow,
Yeah, so actually,
it happened.
does anyone know the story of how he got here? Because I heard from somewhere that he sank like 1,000 ships.
So now it's fucking thousands?
It's 1,000.
Yeah, so I don't actually remember the number. What was the number of ships?
Oh, I was mistaken. Then you're right. Then it must be larger.
It was 79,
Yeah, 1,000
from what I
ships it
heard.
is.
Let's go with the smaller number, 79 ships. How many people do we got on the ship? Like 20?
Yeah, I would say so.
Alright. Is this story true?
Well, we have no way of verifying it. Either way, even if he claims it's true, it's still a bit worrisome, don't you think?
I think he's effective at what he does, and he can take out a lot of Britons when the fights come.
Probably, but I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Does it
so
have
is
to
a
do
raging
an
fucking
entire-
volcano. I don't want to live there.
Well, he was going to make a house outside of the village, but he kind of tore apart the date spot that someone who's dead put together. So the Jarl had him remove his foundations and put it all back together the way it was. It's kind of a memorial to them at this point, I suppose.
He
And
he even milked the lizards to make those pillows crusty again.
yeah, I'm gonna throw those ones out and put fresh pillows there. That's just
You're not allowed. I heard the Jarl's specific orders: do not remove anything that someone else has placed, no matter what it is.
I will go to him. I'll make this work.
Oh boy.
But yeah. So I suppose at some point I'll have to do an official investigation
easier.
of this whole 79 ships because that is troublesome.
Finally.
That's a lot of dead men.
It sounds like it's effective.
No, it's not.
Who
the hell even are you?
effective. Jorgen, let me change your perspective on it for a moment.
This I gotta hear.
These are 79 of our ships, from my understanding.
Exactly.
Go on.
There
Oh, yeah,
were men and
they are
supplies
small.
on those ships.
Go on.
If he is effective, and I'm sure that he is, we'll have to balance how effective he is versus the potential alleged destruction he has already caused. Because those men and those ships could have been the tipping point for the war. So-
What if Jorgenmander was attacking the ships and he used this fire to counter that, and because it was a magical fire, it couldn't be put out, and inadvertently spread to the ships, which caused them to burn to the waterline and sink.
I'm reserving my judgments before I speak with him personally. So I'm using words like allegedly, things of that nature.
It's that A word again. Got it.
Allegedly is perhaps it has happened and perhaps it has not.
Okay.
That's a simple solution. I will just speak with him personally about this privately.
Thank you.
As you were going to say something?
No, I'm okay. It's been settled, so.
Huzzah.
So we
Let's
agree
spot it.
somewhere between 79 and 1,000 ships.
By the gods. I mean, worst case scenario, this is an entire ordeal. It's judged at his worth. It's not the same value as the sunken ships. But he wouldn't be executed for something like that. We would simply make him into a thrall, and then by his works, when he has finally repaid his debt to the village, he'd be made a freeman again. However, a whole investigation done, and this would be taken forward.
His phone is very loud.
I don't think it'll
Just
even come
smack
to
it.
that. I suppose that would be the worst case of
It's a
scenario.
bad phone.
You're reading there, Tippi.
All right.
What's that?
Funny. There was an old man with a beard who said it's just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren have all built their nests in my beard.
Aw.
Oh boy.
That was nice. What's
Okay.
next?
Let me turn the page. There once was a baby named Luke. And he grew and he grew and he grew. And he grew and he grew. And he grew and he grew. But he stopped when he reached 6'2".
Aw.
Go on. I'm hooked. How does it end? What happened to him?
Oh, there once were 2 cats from Kilkenny, and each thought there was 1 cat too many. So they started to fight and to scratch and to bite. Now instead of 2 cats, there aren't any.
Ooh. Which one won?
The black one.
Hell yeah.
They were
At least
both
that's what
black.
it looks like in their picture.
Oh, oh.
So, Axel, in your shortened state, are you any closer to term?
No idea.
Term? What
I
term?
realize this.
Well, somebody other than me should have to suffer, okay? That's all I'm saying. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Term, Axel's pregnant with a man-child.
Wait,
Allegedly.
what? How? Yeah. Wouldn't you know?
You would think that I would.
You probably shouldn't drink.
I don't think that's going to make a difference.
Oh shit, actually, you're right. I mean, I hadn't even thought of that. Hold on. I'm being a horrible parent here.
You're starting off on the right foot.
No one,
Oh, instead of the left foot? You're not getting fatter.
We're not supposed to talk about gaining weight during a time like this.
Why not?
It's bad for the baby.
Is it?
Am I
The flour got fatter with me in it.
Am I the only one who thinks it's a bit ridiculous to think that a man could be pregnant?
Well, That is what.
We don't want to ruin his self-esteem. That's why we don't say things like that.
Loki.
Well, I mean, he shrunk.
That's all you need to know, Dillien, is that Loki is involved.
What? Why? Why would you sleep with Loki?
I
You're not that
That's
ugly.
not all.
I'm sure you
I
can
mean-
find a proper lady.
Do you want to tell him about Sten?
So, I mean, so here's the thing. The conversation that happened was that I will have Loki's child. It wasn't that I am carrying his child. And, you know, the conversations that happened in the village is that in the future I will probably have his child. This will be done because either, well, it was said that he turned one of our warriors into a woman before, and it would probably be the same here.
Oh,
So it's more of a problems for later type deal, I suppose.
Is he gonna send you a bee?
I think he already
kind.
has.
I would
Did he
advise a fly
Send the
swatter.
bee to prick you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh,
You
no.
don't know if you received a little prick or a big prick.
Gita is a prick,
Oh, nay.
and she's a big one.
Wait, what? Sting. He's Sting.
Well, something that punctures your skin pricks you.
No comment.
Gita is not a prick. Gita is very nice.
You can be trusted. You're at Warp. Of course, you're on her side.
And you're a weirdo, so
Oh, I
Your
upgraded
point in all
from
of
a
this-
jerk into a weirdo.
sure.
Thanks.
Does that make you feel better?
No, I like jerk a bit more.
Alright, well, you can just stay downgraded as a jerk.
Oh, damn it.
So
No,
here's
I-
a question to the rest of you. One of your mightiest warriors in the clan gets transformed, neck down, into a very svelte female figure, and you set your eyes upon him for the first time. Do you look up, down, or down, up first?
Up, down.
Would probably, probably look into his eyes first.
You'd go for the eyes. You'd recognize who it is before taking in the rest of the body.
I'll always go for the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Axel, can you relay again? What is it that you chose?
I got smacked in the face by a fucking tit, so that's the first thing I saw. And then I looked up, and then I was surprised, and I looked back down, and then back up.
You know, there's like a 2-second rule, right? And I think you were well beyond that.
No one was ready for how attractive Stin would be as a woman. No one.
He retained his beard.
No one was ready.
Interesting. Apparently, all it takes to make a pretty lady is an ugly guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a god of mischief, apparently.
Oh god, does that mean I would make an ugly woman? Ugh.
Didn't you say it's all in the confidence?
You know what, you're right, it is. It all is in the confidence. I shouldn't have been so shallow.
I'm sorry, all about confidence.
And I would like to point out on our previous conversation that Idas has gained that confidence because she's wearing the pink outfit that matches the tree in the center of the village.
What? That's not pink.
That's what I said. It wasn't exactly pink, but she
Um,
determines it is. So, I mean, it's close enough. My main thing is that it matches the tree.
Is that for me?
Uh,
Oh, thank you.
I did. Sorry.
No, speak up. Just ignore what he's saying. I'm interested in your words.
Well, I did say that I'd had this out for a while, so it was really just I had to take back what I said about a pink or pink clothes. So
pink is pretty.
it is. I don't. Yep.
Do you feel less intimidating in that outfit than you were in the other one? The light blue-green one that's not really
Oh, listen.
green.
You can be confident and wear pink.
I think I'm definitely less intimidating than this one.
It's in your mind.
Okay. It probably is.
Take the fairy's advice. It was such a high-pitched advice, I could barely hear it. I mean, I think even Floof here kind of recoiled back a minute, but I'm sure it was positive advice on confidence, and that you should definitely embrace it.
Okay.
Are you saying I speak too high?
No, I'm saying that what I heard, my ears were ringing and I possibly bleeding because it's hard for me to understand any fairy folk wildling. I mean, there was this. Let me just pull this back for a minute here. There was a brownie, I think, by the name of Alamumu, who rushed up to me and cleaned my boot on our first interaction.
Yeah,
I didn't
remember.
understand a single word
She had a
this
very
creature
intense voice changer.
and I'm beginning to think that creatures of your size are in that range of, there's a certain
Hello,
tone that
Are you back home?
speaking fits in. That basically just my ear does not hear very well, and so basically Squishy had to tell me what a browning was, and then all of a sudden the
Hello.
brownie started speaking more slowly and deeper, so that way it brought the tone down, the frequency, to where I could understand it more clearly. So I'm just saying,
You're home, nice.
maybe whenever the smaller sizes get excited and they get all agitated and energized, that pitch rises, that tone rises, and that's what.
See, Dillien, look, you're not the only jerk in the village anymore.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. It was a very long-winded explanation. If he wanted to be an asshole, he could have just tell her that she's ugly. Or that her voice is stupid. Don't worry, pal. I'll teach you.
But, back to the pink. It had nothing to do with confidence. It had to do with, well, I should try to
Wait,
scare
hang on.
my
Let's
enemy.
get back to the other jerk part. Who's the other jerk?
I agree with this. I really like that. I think
you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine. I wanted to save you.
Please do write this down in the book. I'm
Oh,
quaking
I'm
in
listening.
my boots now. Okay.
Oh, hi. Am I too loud?
Well, you just told our new Aesir that her voice was too high pitched. That was very mean.
I didn't say it was too high pitch. I'm saying that I didn't understand it because it was at a high pitch.
And then you went on to generalize all small
It's a theory.
creatures of the wild.
It's a theory. You know what a theory is, right?
Yes. Yes, I do.
That's not the same thing as making a generalization of all of them.
I think you could have just, said it a little nicer, that's all.
I take it back. I don't like the dress.
I don't remember you actually saying that you did like it, so I
Maybe
don't...
my voice was too high pitched for you to hear.
It probably was.
Whoa. Slow down, little one.
It's very big.
Dillien!
It is.
Okay,
Huh.
yes. Do you see something I can help you with?
Honey. Hi. You sharing the honey?
After the day that little bunny had, he probably could use some honey.
Oh boy.
Poor guy.
Well,
So,
ladies, I know
How's
that a lot has been said about your dress and stuff, but I like it. I just hate your helmet. I think it looks stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
no one wants to make any comments about what I'm wearing? I see. I just gets all the attention.
Well, you're not exactly wearing much, sir.
I mean, that's just like the point, you know. It's
Actually, didn't I make a comment when you first, well,
yeah, that's fair.
stripped your clothes off? Yeah. We've already
I
talked
thought about
you.
that after I mentioned it.
Well,
I mean,
we
you know,
could...
there's always more to talk about. I mean, just look at these. This build, this pink Asir.
What? What are you trying to say?